Looks so good.
How's Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures.
What?
But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Yeah, there's kind of a lore dump, but it's kind of important to
going.
understand the
Farewell,
two factions
Excellency.
and their relationship
May the
with
light
each other.
guide you, Desade.
So we have the atheists versus the evangelists that are fighting each other. And it's spread everywhere, and we're like a neutral nation. I'm sure that'll come up later. Fontaine Family House. I bet you that's where the chest is hidden. Hello. Just browsing around. Don't mind me. Yeah, you can tell this is a work of fiction because people don't invade other countries just over a god anymore, right? Of course not. That would be illogical. I love these artworks. These are beautiful. Can I speak to you, madam? No. Okay. Hey, Ngami won. You want to hear some good news? All subs are 50% off this month. Do you want to get Dan D back? Maybe a little Dan P? That's a loaded chest. Damn, that had a lot of stuff in it. You too, Malice85. Come on. Do the mirrors work? I haven't seen a mirror to test it. Most games, they disable mirrors. They're just a pain in the ass to get them to work properly. Usually for mirrors, you have to render the scene twice and just invert it to make a mirror look like a mirror. So most just are like, screw it. Cowboy Ha, thank you for the sub.
Did you get what you came for? Leave me now, please.
I'm sorry, buddy. Tenaru, thank you for that tier 1 sub. Okay, the dock worker is going to be down here. Not prison, warehouse, warehouse, warehouse. Can't seem to find it anywhere. Is this game worth it so far? It's been really fun. It's just a tutorial island, though. The zone is under the control of another faction than yours. Certain places are forbidden for you. A costume torso of the faction will allow you to trick the guards. You can also try a stealth approach, but if the guards spot you, result in violent response. Damage your reputation with this faction. So I wonder if there's like faction control in this? Or you can like take things over, or we'll see. That's interesting. So you can wear disguises. How do I know if I'm in a restricted area or not? Probably inside the warehouse it is restricted. Nope, back up, back up, back up.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I need you to
I must
Hold up.
leave you.
hold on. Don't get caught, don't get caught! Damn it!
And death to the others!
I didn't want to get caught! Oh my god. I was trying to leave, but I didn't talk to him. Yeah, those guys are super high level. Because I was just like, not even damaging him. Being level 1 makes me Dan cry. But eventually we'll be strong and we'll be able to fight them. But today is not that day. Yeah, this first island's just a tutorial to teach us how to play. I'm sure over time it'll open up and be more open, but for now it's teaching us things little by little, you know, as RPGs tend to do. Especially if you ever played a JRPG. They love doing that. Sometimes for 40 hours they'll have a tutorial. Any loot over here? Yep, free loot. Leather, crude iron, hawthorn. Yeah, like Persona 5 is a wonderful game, but my god. We're like 40 hours in, it was still tutorial. I'll take all that. Oh, there's a take everything button. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what's back here. I don't want to go in there after what happened last time. I don't know if there's like, is there like a stealth button? I don't know if there's like stealth at all? Or crouch or anything? I don't see one. Oh, stealth stance is C. Secret loot. And lockpicking. 4 gold coins, a health potion, ammo. Great. Great. Random chests on the side of the street. I've had better loot than this chest. That required lockpicking. Oh my goodness. Okay. I like that way that my cape flew out like that. It looked like Batman. Gentlemen.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Can't you make an exception?
No, sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now.
Maybe
Very
you haven't
well.
heard of me.
Going.
DansGaming. I'm streaming this. People are seeing this oppression.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Wow.
Very well. I'm going.
Fine. This is going out on social media today. This will be public, sir. Absolutely horrible. Keeping me out. Just because I'm the player and they're not. Oh, the dock workers are down there. Let's see if we could. Oh, the heretics.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco,
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Sorry.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He
Entertainment.
must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Okay, another side quest.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
I'm gonna be on this tutorial island for 8 hours. Only if I get all the experience and loot. I love both of those things.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
Oh, really?
Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Oh, do I be honest with him and he'd be like, oh, that's cool? Or is he a snitch? He could be a snitch. I don't know. Let's go honest.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Okay.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find
I'm
him.
sure he's
Thank you,
fine.
Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel,
I
wouldn't go that far.
Um,
We're only talking about a few crates after all.
well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
What?
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
yes.
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is going to have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Interesting. Okay. He's crossing his arms constantly because if you're a badass, you have to stand like this. It's a rule.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tirfredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
I wonder if this has any sort of ship combat. Probably not, though.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Okay.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself.
Yes.
And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Okay, we gotta sneak into the jail. We gotta take care of the charlatan. We gotta interrogate about a cabin boy. It's just the tutorial island, and we're just bombarded with quests. This is awesome. We have lots of stuff to do. I love quests. Quests are my jam. We gotta find these two dudes to talk to. Investigate disappearance of the not novice. This is like a boss fight arena almost right here. So much room. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be like ship combat or anything. Hopefully there is. Oh, I can't go that way? Aw, invisible walls. Aw. Damn you, invisible wall. I want to explore. Let's look at the nooks and crannies. They like to hide secret chests in the nooks and crannies. Let's see what's over here. Oh, another chest. Hoof fungus? Why would I pick that up? Hoof fungus. Ugh.
The hiding place of the smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Gold coin, sailor's coat. Possible upgrade? It's got more armor for sure. And that weapon looks so cool, but damn, that looks OP. It looks super OP for a starter weapon. Yeah, they give you pre-order DLC stuff, which I always hate. I need to sell it somewhere if that's possible. Hello?
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Is taking the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Can you explain why you thought those tattoos were a good idea?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around when evening comes.
Did he ever have one?
Never.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
What?
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
He's only 24?
I need to be
so much
going.
older.
Farewell.
She's brave to be on a to be amongst a bunch of men on a boat for months. I have 2 clients. They want to go to Asid and the Inquisitors are on their heels, which will not make my job any easier. I can get them on a ship inconspicuously, but we will have to be cautious. Hope that they will prove patient and discreet. I'll hide them away in the warehouse behind the harbor office, where the Inquisitors will never dare to enter. Go into the heretics in their hideout. Disguise yourself as a knot. How am I going to do that? So I gotta find an outfit. So I blend in. Hello there.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Another one with those tattoos. I guess it's a thing in their culture, baby.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night you disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story this
Okay,
is.
so card
Something
player.
isn't right here, I can feel it. We
Someone.
need to lift the veil on this.
So there's a card player I gotta look out for. Let's see what he knows. Why would someone just take a cap? There must be something else involved. Got to figure out what, though. Armor ointment? Alright, so straight ahead of me on the left is the tavern. Well, it's an RPG. In RPGs, you have conversations. That's what you do in an RPG. So there's going to be lots of conversations. 7. Let's see. Completing quests. In GreedFall, quests can usually be completed in several different ways. Desarda has more than one string to his bow. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the craft table will be some of the means available to reach your goals. To improve these areas, spend points corresponding to talent tree or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats in combat are also options when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. All I have right now is lockpicking, so I don't know if I'm... Why is this gold just lying around. Am I allowed down here? Yep, okay. This gold is now mine. The hell is this? Was like a brothel. Lots of pillows. Just missing the ladies. Yeah, maybe at nighttime the ladies come out to entertain the gentlemen.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
Hello there.
What is your pleasure?
I like food.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight.
Uh-oh.
I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
25 gold coins, or I need metal dowels.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
How dare you? I have my own money.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I need metal dowels for this?
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Well, let's see. It probably requires crafting, though, and I don't have crafting, so... No, I do have crafting somehow. I need 4 of them. Something must be giving me crafting. Are one of my things giving me a crafting bonus? Oh, these blacksmith gloves are giving me a +1 to craftsmanship so I can craft stuff. Aha! I saved my 25 gold.
And there you have
Boom.
it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yeah.
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
One
I
would
would
think.
Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs.
Oh, God.
Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender salts.
Thank you for the information.
Tender
Get
salts.
off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
I'm looking for a Nort. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A naught, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late, things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
This kind of reminds me of like an older BioWare game when BioWare was still good.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Oh, but that's nothing new to you.
Aww.
The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures.
What?
Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Alright, goodbye.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Well, now I want to get to this other island and see what's up. Hey, buddy.
Who are you? I
Ew.
don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell.
His
I've played
eyes
with
are-
the 3 of them.
I don't like this. These on them is like nasty. Looks like varicose veins or something.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
I'm actually really liking this game so far. This part here kind of reminds me of like a Sherlock Holmes game, walking around trying to figure out a mystery, talking to people.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What's wrong with people's faces? There's this disease that's going around that it's infecting lots of people, and they're hoping that the island we're going to be going to later will have a cure. So that's what. Why are those 2 men behind me?
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely
Our mother in
owned
the
by
game
his
is
love
also
for the game.
infected.
Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
That's kind of true, but I don't know. There were 2 metal dowels in there. That could have saved me 2 crafts. Use key.
I don't have the key.
I don't have lockpicking level 2. Lockpicking level 1. I have that one. Come, daddy. 2 gold coins, innkeeper's key, and 2 more dowels and iron ore. Wait, what? Just goes out to the street. That's it? There's something else? Let's take a look upstairs. I like that there's not a morality system. You can just take whatever the hell you want. What is that? Letter from Alchemist from Al Said.
Dear Alfif, I am genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you were hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the Academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused of now behaving as if the rules do not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments, and there is nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. I sincerely hope that you will eventually find some place where you can be at peace. Your friend, blank.
Okie dokie.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
Yes.
And what if I said yes?
Well, I'd be grateful, I suppose. But sadly, Greenblood, you're not quite my type. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Wow. Wow. Innkeeper's storeroom key. Wow. I'm so mad now. Gold coins, ointment, worn tricorn, less armor. My hat's too badass. I don't want to get rid of it. Nothing in there. I like how you look all over the place. Tricorn's badass. My hat's badass though. It's got the curl on it. Yeah, the other hat has less armor on it though, which makes me go. Okay, let's go outside. Some pretty beefy side quests. Oh, one of the guys' quests is over here. This guy.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Everything?
Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out.
on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it cure ugly?
Does it really heal everything, your potion? Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid. You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2. There's a man that knows a good
Hell
deal
yeah.
when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
It cures everything, huh? That seems awfully convenient. I think these snake oil salesmen would just travel around and sell like really hardcore drugs, like cocaine and stuff in a bottle, and just sell it to people.
Ah, you're
Heroin.
finally tempted.
Feel way
In all
better.
honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. Then, as you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
How are we gonna do that exactly? Where's his cart? Let's see. Let's side quest the charlatan. Probably back here somewhere. Ah, yep. Charlatan's Antidote. These pages are covered in small, almost illegible handwriting, experimental results, patient observations, and incomprehensible symbols. The complexity of some recipes and no room for doubt. The author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable. Letter from the innkeeper to the servant. The weird alchemist of the Alliance who rented room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. Old fool must not want us to accidentally break his files or something, so leave him in his filth. The customer is always right.
To my help!
Uh-oh.
And death to the others!
Come on. Gotcha. Dead. Level 2. Level up. That escalated real quickly. All right, let's see here. I don't get another point till level 4. Divine Magic Ring requires 2 points. 20% more damage with firearms. Allows the instantaneous hitting of a trap on the ground while dodging. Fast traps. Fast traps seems good if I want to like lay a trap in the middle of combat. Increase damage with blades. Destroy more armor. I could go with fast trap. Nothing better than a, like traps are good, but you want to have a fast trap. That way you can warn tricorn. So far, this game's a lot of fun. I'm having a blast with it so far. I like the combat system. I like the story stuff. I like the environment, the graphics. It's really fun. Okay, let's go chat with him.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
What?
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Where did he
Back
go?
to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Okay, so go to the tavern. But what the? What is he like? The Flash? Just like, poof, gone. Poof. That was the fastest getaway ever.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all terrain.
Hello.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you.
Can I sell you stuff?
Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I would like to sell some stuff. I need to sell these pre-order stuff. Because I don't want cheat items in my inventory. These cheat items are going away, sir. Freaking cheat pre-order bonus stuff. I think that one was the WUD. Freaking cheaters stuff. I know. If you pre-order, you get like these super OP items for the beginning. I'm like, nope, no thank you.
For your visit. See you soon.
So I got a little bit of money.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I would like to buy. Oh, you have them still. You just hold on to them. Convict's mace. Large blunt axe. Old foil. Well-rounded pistol. What is he doing? He keeps like freaking out. Bottle of brandy. A strong alcohol that could loosen the tongue of certain people. I think I'll buy some of this. A sleeping potion. These look like stuff that will be useful later.
Thank you for your visit.
Wait, is there an inventory limit? Or do I have just infinite bags? Oh no, there is a limit on the top. I need to sell some of this crap. There's a pound limit on the top.
It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Oh, we just hit level 2. Alright, so let's sell. 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 Okay, that tri-horn is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool looking too. What's advanced view mean? Oh, it just tells you that stuff. Okay. Wish I could sell more than one thing at a time. Okay, that goes a little faster that way. There we go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Ugh. Ugh. Tavern's behind me.
Are your boots warm?
Oh, hello. What's this?
Is your hat
More gold
out of
coins?
style? Does your vest belong to last
He's upstairs, isn't he? Let's go find him. Other way. Other upstairs. Although if he travels as fast as he did last time, we're gonna be in big trouble. He was like instant, just poof, gone. Not here. Next room over. Ha ha!
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
That's called science,
It is for an
sir.
act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice. But it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it.
No, you get the
A
shits,
small
huh?
sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case. But a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Thank you, Shalakba, for the Twitch Prime sub, and JPC Rayu. Thank you very much. don't know. Do I lock him up? Or do I help him? I don't know. He seems kind of misunderstood. I guess he is trying to find a cure, though. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna help him.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Well,
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yep.
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I've unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Oh, God.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
I don't have negotiation skills. That ain't gonna work. So let's just sneak him out the back. Alright, so I gotta get him to his cart. This won't open. Do I have to speak to you?
Greenblood, do you need something?
I'm not talking to you.
I must leave you.
It was through this door, but I can't open the door this time. Looks like he has something to say. But I can't talk to him. Can we climb over here? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way?
Yeah.
They've seen
Got him. Boom! Got him. Just murdering civilians, no big deal. Ooh, a blue item I can't wear. Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to get him to his cart, which might be easiest to go this direction. Might avoid more battles that way. It requires endurance too, which is a melee stat, which I don't have. What is that?
If you had any idea who I am, open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Where are you headed? Don't abandon me.
I'm not abandoning you. I was just doing a little side quest while we were over here.
Damnation. He got away.
What? 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 What the f... Okay. Luckily it saved right before here. Okay, we need to If we don't rush right there immediately, it's gonna be like, ah, you failed. Oh, we got different loot. Priest gloves. They didn't give me a chance to get back over there. Alright, let's go this way. Yeah, no blue item, but it's fine. I couldn't even wear it anyways. Looks like if you reload, it re-rolls loot every time.
To my health, and death to the others!
Oh.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Ha ha! Okie dokie. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, Hawthorne. Alright, let's get out. Oh. Gold coins, gold coins. I think it's down this way. Actually, there might be a crowd in front of them, but it is this way. Oh, more loot.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all terrain.
Actually, no one's here. Okay. Let's get him to his cart in the back alleyway over here, and then hopefully we're good.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the
How about
favor
some
of never
experience?
coming back, and stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
There isn't friendly fire, and your own abilities don't harm you. Because it'd be really awkward to use traps if that was the case. Hello there.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Hey, well, about the charlatan.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Cover the escape of the alchemist. Confront him on his lie. Ooh. Do I yell at him? I'm Dan Mad.
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants, that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the Bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
500 coins?
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
I got 500 bucks though. We gained a rep and lost 2, so we just -1. 500 bucks, and we leveled up. Level 5, we got our next talent point. Increase the destruction of armor from alchemical preparation. Unarmed enemies. Let's go more damage on pistols, I guess.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Lord de Sade.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Well, at least, it looks like you can end quests in multiple ways, and you can, like, that was good that I got money, but bad I lost reps. So it's, I like that there's consequence to what you choose. Makes your decisions matter. That could come back later to haunt us, or it could, might not. I don't know. I do like that there's openness in quests and stuff. So what's going on over here? Oh, mass funeral, mass grave. They're burning the corpses. Okay, well, that's good to know. Find and confront the kidnappers.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you.
Oh, she'll
Enter,
receive me.
Please.
Are you gonna...
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going. Farewell.
Okay, well, I think she was gonna lead me upstairs, but she didn't quite do that.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
Yes.
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact?
But I have a quest.
It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
But... Alright.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Fine.
With respect, my lady.
Fine. Something seems fishy. I don't know who's to blame yet. I don't know if it's the knots or... Although if he wanted to come home, he would have done it willingly. They kind of forced him. Kill her? That's not the answer to every problem, guys. Come on. Thank you, Rexar, for the sub. Adventos, a new challenger with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much, guys, for saving 50% off your subs in September. And apparently it's brought by Subway, I guess? They said Subway is supposed to be giving out subs in certain channels. Wonder when that's going to happen.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure.
Scheduled?
Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
Fine.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
So they take kids at a very young age?
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Yes.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides.
Yeah.
For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Yeah, hold on. I got it. I got 1,000. I'm working on a missing child right now. I'll be back with the other thing in a bit. And I still got to deal with the merchandise. I have to deal with the missing child. I have to deal with my cousin that's gone, and I have to deal with whatchamacallit. There was something else. The dude in jail, yeah, like the gotta interrogate the smuggler guy. Oh, there's so many side quests. You barely even begun the game. This is crazy. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, but looks like it's time, guys, for us to take a Hot Pocket snack break.